want to talk about being an addict and an alcoholic and what that means to me, what those titles mean to me. Um, I don't actually consider myself either of those things. And I don't claim to be in recovery either. Um, I used to be those things. I'm not anymore. And I know that, like, a lot of people say, once you are, you always are. That's true for a lot of people. It just doesn't happen to be my story. Um, but I did, like, I used to sleep in my truck. I used to stick needles in my arms all the time. Um, I used to shove all manner of shit up my nose and into my veins and down my gullet and in my eyeballs. Um, you know, Nothing's really ever off limits. Um, was never really anything I wasn't down to give a shot. Uh, but, like now, I will have a glass of wine occasionally in a bath or with a friend. It doesn't mean I'm getting all fucked up. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go get all fucked up afterwards, you know. Um, when I went to rehab, that was me. I went to meetings. I abstained. You know, celebrated my milestones and did all of that, and I relapsed and I got fucked up, and and it was a cycle. Um, it's just not anymore. It's just not anymore. The last time I got drunk, I absolutely hated it, and I was like, this is not for me any longer. Um, Blood stomach reared its ugly head again. I used to have like a real bad problem with bleeding ulcers. And you'd think that would, you know, have an effect on your drinking, but not me. Mm-mm. Nope. When I had bleeding ulcers, I would just take a bunch of antacids before I drank, and then I would just drink, and then I would just throw up blood. And the next day, I would feel terrible. And it's funny too because I was always somebody that, like, I've never really gotten hangovers. I've never been a hangover person. I've had like a handful of them in my life. I've always been able to just like get totally wasted and then be fine. Um, Although, granted, I guess I was just still drinking in the morning. I don't know. Anyway, like, you know, I would throw up all this blood and then all these coffee ground dirt looking nasty shit from my stomach. And then the next day, I would feel like shit because I could feel my stomach bleeding, and like filling up with blood. And I would usually go throw up once or twice the next day as well. And that wasn't like a short term thing either. Like, I did that for years. Um, and that wasn't even like that long ago. It was a while. It was, it was probably over a decade ago. Um, but in the scheme of things, that's not that long ago. Um, but I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about. I was like, you don't tell me what to do, body. um, so I don't know, man. And like, there's things still, like if I have to go get labs drawn or I go donate blood or something, like a lot of people don't like needles. I love them. I get excited when I have to go get labs drawn because I still love the feeling of a needle piercing my skin. I just do. I don't think that that is ever going to leave me. It doesn't mean I go donate blood and then I go out and cook up a hit. You know, I don't have any desire to do that. But I do enjoy the feeling. And I am okay with that. I don't feel bad about it. I don't know. I just don't really fit in the ex-addict box that most people do. I don't go to meetings. I used to. I just don't anymore. I think that they're very important though for people. And if it's something that is important for you, you should absolutely do what's right for you. It's just not, it just doesn't happen to be my thing, you know? But I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to think back to like how badly I used to abuse myself. Like, and now I'm all like, I have to put my trace minerals and my electrolytes in my distilled water every day. I can't make my coffee with tap water. Are you kidding? I have to make it with distilled water and herbs and put all this shit in it. Like, I can't use white sugar in my coffee and dairy creamer. Are you kidding me? Like, I used to drink fucking half gallons of vodka while my stomach was actively bleeding. Now I'm like, oh no, I have to make my coffee with distilled water and I brew it with herbs, and then, you know, I have to put organic cinnamon oil and honey and oat milk and Madagascar vanilla. But it all has to be organic because it can't be dirtying up my signal. Like, it's just ridiculous. The difference. Like, how different things become important. If you're out there abusing the shit out of your body, you really should stop. Like, and I know you're probably doing it because you got shit that you're like numbing or running away from and everything. But really what you're running, I mean, you're just running away from you. And you're not going anywhere, unfortunately. So you can like run and run and run and run, but you're still gonna be there. So maybe start shifting your focus from numbing and running from who you are to figuring out how to be happy with who you are and love yourself. And when you love yourself, that need to numb and run will naturally fall by the wayside. Just will. So, I don't know, man. I'm not anybody to give anybody any kind of advice. I don't do things the right way. Usually, I don't do things the way other people do them. I didn't quit getting fucked up the same way other people do. I didn't embark on my healing journey the same way most people do. I don't feel like I look at spirituality and psychology and all that kind of stuff the same way that most other people do. I certainly don't practice psychiatric care the same way most people do. Man, stay out of boxes. That's what I say. If I was going to give you any advice, it'd be stay out of boxes. Don't try to fit yourself in any kind of fucking box at any point.